So it's my 24th birthday today, and I thought it would be fun to do a little recap of the year by going over a list that I made when I turned 23. The list is 24 by 24, so 24 things that I wanted to do in my 23rd year of life. Number 1 was to read 1 book per month. No, I did not do this. I would say, I think I read maybe 7 books, so more like 1 book every 2 months, but still more reading than I usually do. Number 2 was to work at learning Tagalog. As far as working on it, I think I could have done a better job. I do have Rosetta Stone, which I practice sometimes, but I could have done better at that. Number 3 was learn to play the violin. I got myself a violin and I was practicing it for a few months, but then we moved to the Philippines and I didn't bring it with me. So that's something I would like to get back to in the next year. Number 4 is to donate monthly to an organization. Yes, I have recurring donations set up, so did that. Number 5, write a feature script. Well, it didn't say to complete a feature script, so I guess I can say I did that. I started writing a feature, I have an idea for a feature, so I feel good about that one. Number 6 is to shoot a short film. Yes, I did that. Number 7, make a plan and work on YouTube. I did that pretty well. I posted more videos this year, but again, I could have done better at that, but I'm glad that I'm doing it now. Number 8, do volunteer work actively. I really wanted to volunteer in the Philippines, and I was actually set up with an organization that's doing coral reef restoration about an hour away from where I live, but because of the lockdown here, I haven't been able to travel down there to do the volunteer work, so they just said they'll contact me whenever it's possible again. I have been participating a lot in the community just in our neighborhood here. We do something called Sunday Fun Day with the neighborhood kids. Every Sunday we do different games and activities with them, so that's sort of volunteer work, I guess. Number 9 is figuring out my next city move. Yes, I have figured that out. Number 10, less screen time on my phone. When I wrote this, I was spending so many hours on my phone every day, so I definitely cut down on screen time significantly this year. 11, watch more movies. Yes, this is like the books. I did watch more movies than I typically do, but I still think I can do even better with that. Number 12, attend a film festival. I did attend multiple film festivals. Unfortunately, they were all virtual. They were still really nice, but I'm excited to attend one in person again. Number 13, start therapy or do more self-work. I guess I do more self-work, but I did not start therapy this year. Maybe next year, but right now it's not really in the budget. Number 14, stay in touch with my family. Yes, I think I did a really good job of that. I wrote this last year knowing that I would be moving to the Philippines for a bit, and I wanted to make sure that I kept prioritizing my family, making time to call them regularly, and I have been doing that. Number 15, consistent workouts. Yes, I work out almost every day. Number 17, promote other artists. I think I did this pretty well. I definitely got better this year at seeing filmmakers in my life as a community rather than competitors. Number 18, start a new job. Yes, I started a new job. I work with Don making posters, and we're doing that remotely while we live here. Number 19, work on my resume and website. Yes, I did both of those things, and they're looking pretty good, I think. I actually bought a website domain too this year. Number 20, learn to garden. No, I didn't learn to garden. I wish I had. I don't really have an excuse for that because a lot of our neighbors here and even in our house, people could have taught me, but I didn't make an effort with that. Number 21, start a meditation practice. Yes, I did start one, and it really helps to even meditate 5 minutes a day. Number 22, don't shy away from vulnerable situations. I definitely did this, especially since the start of 2021, because one of my New Year's resolutions was to assign myself every month I compound it. So the first month I had to do one thing that scared me, second month I had to do 2 things, and I've been doing that month after month. I don't keep track of it anymore because it just sort of comes naturally now, but really like setting the intention to do things that are outside of my comfort zone has helped my self-confidence a lot. Number 23, make efforts to connect with filmmakers. Yes, I did a better job of that this year, especially connecting with filmmakers internationally, I think was a big step for me this year. Number 24, eliminate negative talk. I think I've definitely improved on that this year. And I journal every single day, and when I read back on previous entries, I can see that my writing has become more and more positive. Or even if I'm writing about something more negative or sad, I'm able to turn it into a positive thing. So I feel really good about that.
Oh, lakasan mo. Sige, lakasan.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Ito kayo lahat.
Happy birthday to you.
Isa pa.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I tried.
Happy birthday.
Ilagay mo sa bulaklak yun. Happy birthday. Ilagay mo. One more, one more.
Thank you, everyone.
One more. Ilapit mo sa bulaklak po.
Okay, who would like cake? Kanishka.
Kanishka. Oh! Ikot daw. Oh! Sinuksan niyo kayo.
Looks delicious. As usual.
As usual, we have the pesto, no? Biryani, pesto, with tuna. Oh, halika na, Jane. May preview na dun. Pawis na likod.
Hadiana! 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 View.